Hello from Custom Accounting. We're an accounting firm that is specialized in tax planning and tax reduction services. In this video, we're going to show you a step-by-step guide on how to do the new FinCEN BOI report. First of all, FinCEN stands for the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and this is a division of the US Treasury, kind of like IRS, but not IRS. BOI stands for the Beneficial Ownership Information. This is a new report that many companies need to start doing now. And by now, I mean from January 2024. So before we go into the step-by-step guide, let's review who needs to file this report. If your company was registered before January 1st, 2024, you have until December 31st, 2024 to file your FinCEN report. So basically, you have the whole year to file your report. But if your company was registered on or after January 1st, 2024, then you have only 90 days to file the BOI report. It's 90 days after the company is registered in the state. And now, if your company is going to be open in January 1st, 2025, or after, then you will have only 30 days to file your BOI report after the company is registered in the state. We're recording this video in January of 2024, so these rules may change with the new guidelines. Now, we'll discuss some exceptions of the companies that do not need to file the BOI report. You may look up in the FinCEN website, but for many small business owners, what do you need to know? Basically, big corporations are exempt from doing the BOI report. If you're a bank, credit union, exchange, financial institution, a big insurance company, these big corporations do not have to file a BOI report. If your business has IRS tax exempt status, basically the 501c status, you don't have to file the BOI report. And if you're a large operating company, meaning that you have 20 full-time employees and more, and they have more than 5 million in annual sales, and if you meet those two criteria, then you do not need to file the FinCEN BOI report. Now, there are some penalties for not filing. So this is the report that you must file. And what is the penalty? A civil penalty of up to 500 per day that you don't need to if you don't comply with the report. And there's a criminal penalty of up to 2 years in prison and up to 10,000 in fines. So if your company needs to do this report, make sure it's done on time. Okay, so let's get started with the step-by-step instructions on how to do FinCEN BOI report. First, you would go to the fincen.gov website, and on this website, you would be looking for the beneficial ownership information on the main page. You would click on the BOI, and on the next page, you would be looking for the file section on the right, and specifically file a report using the BOI e-filing system. So you would click on this link, and on the next page, you would be looking for the BOI e-filing. That's a first tab here, and you will need to click Get Started. Do not confuse it with the BSA e-filing because you specifically need to file a BOI report. So on the next page, you have two options. The first option, file as PDF, where you can download the form, fill the form out, and mail the form to the FinCEN. But in this video, we'll be going over online option to file BOI report and which is the most easiest option and the fastest option to file this report. So you would need to click here, prepare and submit BOI report. On the next page, you will get the warning that now you're going to provide the information on the government website. So you would need to hit I agree and you will go to the next page, and that's the first page of the BOI report. The first question would ask you about the type of filing. Since that's going to be most likely your very first report that you're going to send to the FinCEN, then you would click Initial Report, the first option. if that's the first report you submit for to the FinCEN. If you already submitted the report and you just want to do the corrections or the updates, you would choose the option B or C. Or if you're like exempt company, then you would choose the option D. The date would be pre-filled and you would just hit next and you will get to the next page. The first option on the next page is request to receive FinCEN ID. We highly recommend to check this box, and at the end of this application, when the report would be processed, you will get your FinCEN ID for your company right away. You can get it at no cost, so it's completely free to get this FinCEN ID. And we believe that this ID would be as important as your EN number for the company. So we highly recommend to get this ID right away, and that you will be able to use it in the future. So you will need to check this box. And next, the first question on the report is the legal name of the company. So you would include your legal name of the company as per your formation documents. And the next question is alternative name, which is your trade name or DBA. So if you have any, you would include it on the next line. If you have a few such names, then you hit add alternate name here. So you will get the second box to add additional name. And you just, once you will add all the names, you would just scroll down to the next questions. The next question asks about the tax identification type. So most of the United States companies will have EN number. If your company was formed with a Social Security, with the ITIN, you would choose this option. Or if that's a foreign company that that does the business in the United States, you would choose the foreign companies. For some reason, you don't have the EN number. But all the United States companies that were formed in the United States would have the EN number. So you would choose the first option, and in the question number 8, you will include your EN number or any tax identification number if you chose the Social Security or the ITIN. Question 9 will ask you to, if you have foreign tax ID only, if you choose the third option, then you would choose the country in the question number 9. Once all the filled out, you will just scroll down, and the question 10 would ask about the country or jurisdiction of formation. For the most of the companies that are located in the United States, that can be United States. So you would choose this option and would scroll down. Then it will ask you to choose the state of formation in the question B. You would need to, you can check your formation documents and make sure that you would select the state where the company was formed, because the company can be registered with a few states, but make sure that you would choose the state where the company was formed. And if you have like a tribal jurisdiction information, you would choose this in the question C and then name the other tribe. Then you would scroll down, and the next question would be the current United States address. So you would need to include the current address of the business, where the business is located right now, whether the current business address. Address, city, the country, state, and the zip code. And then you would hit next to the next page. On the next page, you will see the question, the checkbox for the existing reporting company. And who is the existing company? The existing company that the company was formed before January 1st, 2024. Why this is important to check this box? Because once you check this box and the company was formed before January 1st, 2024, you do not need to fill out the applicants section. So if the company was formed on January 1st, 2024, you will not be checking this box. So once you check the box, you will get this warning about that The company was formed before January 1st, 2024, so the applicants section was cleared or disabled, and you don't need to fill out this information. Do you wish to continue? And you would say yes. But the next question, who would be the applicants? And there are two types of the applicants. First one is a direct filer, is the person who physically opens the business that registers the business with the state. And the other applicant may be the owner of the business or the person who gave the order to open the business. For example, if you're the owner of your own business and you register your own business in the state, then you're a direct filer. But if you're the business owner and you hire, let's say, us, custom accounting, to open up your business, you would be the control applicant and we would be the direct filer. So I hope that makes sense. So once again, this is only applies if your business is open in 2024 or like in the any future years. In this case, you would need to fill out the section with the applicants. If your business was open in 2023, you do not need to put the applicant's information in the BOI report. So if the company was formed in 2024, you would fill out this applicant section. And the first question, you would need to include FinCEN. If the applicant has any FinCEN ID, then it will ask about the legal name, last name, first name, date of the birth of applicant, then the address, business residential address. This section also must be filled out. And then it will ask about any form of identification, such as state ID, passport, or driver license. And then last step, you would need to upload the picture in the question 33 per applicant. And you would click next to go to the part 3 about beneficial owner information. This is the information of the owners that you need to tell FinCEN. So now beneficial owner has two definitions. Beneficial owner for the FinCEN is a person that has at least 25% interest in the company, or any person that has substantial control over the company. For example, you may have CFO that he's not the owner, but he has significant control of their company. So that CFO, even though he's not official owner of the company, his information needs to be on the FinCEN report. So beneficial owners are the persons who have at least 25% interest in the company or anyone in the business that has substantial control. If that person is a minor, under 18, then the parent or guardian of that beneficial owner must put their information here. So for each beneficial owner, you have the option to include FinCEN ID, which is good. And the reason why, because for example, if you're the owner and you have 5 or 7 different companies, and you must file the report, BOI report for each company. And for each company, you need to include in the beneficial ownership information all information about yourself, such your personal information, your address, your driver license, let's say, information. So you need to include for each company. But you can apply for the FinCEN ID, and each beneficial owner can apply for the FinCEN ID through the FinCEN website, the same website where we just filing our BOI report. Each person can receive this FinCEN ID, and instead of inserting the information every time with the FinCEN ID, with all the information, he or she can just put FinCEN ID here. Also, let's say you just submitted 5 or 6 different BOI reports for your different companies, and your personal address just changed. So you don't need to go into each report and update each report with your updated personal address. You would just go into your personal account with your PIN ID. You would update your personal address there, and the address would be updated on the each report. So it will definitely save time in the future. So you can definitely receive PIN ID through the FinCEN website, not through this report. You will not be able to receive FinCEN ID while applying for the BOI report, but you would need to submit separate application for the FinCEN ID. For the beneficial owner information, you would include ID if you have any. Then it will also ask your personal name, first name, last name, date of birth, as well as residential address. That would be your personal address for the owner, not the business address, unless the business address would match with your personal address. And the last question would also ask about to choose any identifying document type, such as state ID, driver license, or passport. So you will include the ID here, and you will upload a copy of your document as well. Make sure that your document did not expire. The next question is that would be just to include your email address and confirm your email address. You would need to include the first and last name of the person who filled out this report and hit I agree. On the next page, you will get the warning if any information was missed. So this system automatically checks if all the information was filled out. And if anything was missed in the report, the system will show you this warning, and you can go back and fill out the missing information. If all the information was filled out correctly, nothing was missed, then you will not get this warning at all, and you will just will be redirected to the next stage, where you just need to check the box and click next. On the very latest page, you will see the confirmation about the submission of the report. So this confirmation will show the status, the successful confirmation, and also it will provide you with a tracking ID number, and also here you will see your FinCEN ID for your company. Make sure that you will click download your transcript. That would be useful for the future records. You can always refer back. So you will be able to see the whole application, the information that you included in this report. So if at some point the address changes for any of the beneficial owners and you would like to double check, you can always open the transcript, check the address there, and if needed, go to the FinCEN website again and update report if, let's say, the new driver license was issued or the address changed. So you can always go back and update this information. And about the corrections, if any information was changed for you, let's say that maybe business address changed, your personal address changed, the new ID was issued, or anything else, you have 30 days to go into the system and update or correct the submitted BOI report. If it will not be done on time, you can get the penalties for not updating the all information on time during 30 days period. Now, this is our contact information if you have any additional questions on BOI reports. Also remember that we provide tax planning, tax deduction services, personal taxes, corporate taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, and entity choice consulting. If you need to open up a business, this is our contact information, and we will gladly help you out. So if you have received valuable information in this video, share it with another business owner that can take advantage of this information. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.